Today we're talking about the new Netflix series Julie and the Phantoms, so let's get started. Julie is a teenage girl who finds her passion for music and life with the help of a high-concept band of teen boys, the Phantoms, who have been dead for 25 years. Julie, in turn, helps them become the band they never were able to be. Just a quick thanks for stopping by my channel. If you guys love to watch movies like I do, you guys are in the right spot. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming videos. Julie and the Phantoms is a new Netflix series produced by Kenny Ortega, who has his name on a lot of musicals, such as most recent Disney Channel movies High School Musical and Descendants. This has a pretty interesting concept. We have Julie, who is a teenage girl. She discovers this tape and it brings this band that had died 25 years ago, and it brings them to current time. But the problem is they don't know they've been dead for 25 years, so they got a lot of catching up to do. And together they create this band, Julie and the Phantoms, and she tries to help them be a band that they never were able to be, and they try to help her move forward with her musical career. She's the only one that can see them, but when they play music, everybody around them can see them. I thought it was a pretty interesting concept. It started off just implausible. The whole series is just implausible, but the way that these characters die is just, it's stupid. It's like there's no effort whatsoever going into the way that they died and how they can play in front of a crowd, but only Julie can see them, but they can play when they are playing music. It's implausible, it doesn't really make sense, and they never really fully explain it. They're like, all right, here it is, and just enjoy this show. So it started off very, very corny, something that I felt like should belong to a Disney Channel, like a movie or a series. We actually have Boo Boo Stewart in here, who was in the 3 Descendants movies. So he's back in this movie with Kenny Ortega. So it started off really corny, and the 3 band members interacting with Julie and them trying to get caught up with everything that's happened with over the 25 years. It's really corny. It's ridiculous. And for the first couple episodes, I was like, all right, I really don't see the draw for this series. I'm not really interested in it. I want to finish watching it, but at the same time, I don't. There was just nothing really interesting about it besides the music. We'll talk about that soon. But as the series progressed towards its end, within 9 episodes, we learn a little bit more about the band and their unfinished business and their past. I thought that's when the show really started to click, is when they started to dive deep into the 3 band members who had died and their unfinished business and what they left behind and how they are missing their family members. And once we start to meet other people who are dead as well, we start to see relationships blossom, and I really liked the band members about halfway through the series. You tell that they are struggling with the fact that they can't pass over, and they also want to finish their unfinished business, and they also want to start with this band with Julie. And the 4 of them have really good chemistry. They play really good music. The music in here is very, very catchy, and they play a whole song. They don't play like just a snippet here and there, and you get just a little quick bites of it. You get the whole thing, and it's really enjoyable music, something that I think would be on a radio. It's that good. So I did enjoy the music in here and the choreographed moments of them playing the music. I thought it was all handled very well. Kenny Ortega always puts a lot of effort into creating musical numbers and making them really believable, besides it, like High School Musical and such. But I think he is great at what he does, and he brings a certain charm to this series. So the series starts off kind of childish, and it ends up being something a little more mature while still maintaining its tone. Once we learned a little more about the band, I liked them, and Julie with her past and her mother and her father, I thought everything was just starting to click, and it all worked, and I loved watching them all interact with each other. There's also like a mystery in here of what is the unfinished business and people who maybe have wronged the 3 band members in the past. So it also has a mysterious vibe thrown throughout with the Phantoms, the 3 band members. There's a lot of things that are actually happening within the series now that I'm thinking about it. There's multiple storylines. Some don't fully work, some kind of shine over the other storylines, but I think everything kind of just works together in a nice way. There's also one of the band members in here, I forgot his name because they just kind of blend together. He looks like a young Benedict Cumberbatch. Like, seriously. I think he is spitting image of a younger Benedict Cumberbatch. But overall, Julie and the Phantoms I thought was an enjoyable series. It started off really slow, very corny. Right away, when we have the band playing and how they died, I was like, oh my god, this is the most ridiculous thing ever. And then they got to meet Julie, and she can only see them, but when they're playing music, everybody can see them. So I thought, there's a lot of things that just really don't make sense. But as the series progressed, they kind of digged into the past of them, their unfinished business, and this mystery, and this theater that they're playing at, and how it could help them move forward. I thought it all kind of worked together, and it slowed down the corny moments and became a little more mature. I thought it was overall an enjoyable series. I'm going to go ahead and give Julie and the Phantoms a B-. Thank you guys for checking my review for Julie and the Phantoms. Check it out when it hits Netflix this Friday. Let me know what you thought about it. Stay tuned for more up and coming Netflix content. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.